Hello, my name is Lucas, and I'm going to be taking you through the history of caffeine throughout 3 different cultures. In the modern world, caffeine has emerged as the most commonly consumed psychoactive drug, but its history has existed long before Starbucks lattes and gas station energy drinks. Caffeine, officially known as trimethylxanthine, is a member of the methylxanthine group and is revered for its energizing effects. It stimulates the adrenal glands and releases epinephrine and norepinephrine, otherwise known as adrenaline and noradrenaline. Some of caffeine's other beneficial effects include improved circulation and release of the neurotransmitter dopamine. On the other hand, feelings of jitteriness can cause feelings of anxiety and overstimulation. Caffeine is a central nervous system stimulant that crosses the blood-brain barrier to affect the adenosine receptors. In fact, blocking the adenosine receptors is the mechanism that allows us to avoid feelings of lethargy and make up for suboptimal conditions like lack of sleep to watch our favorite Netflix show. As soon as you approach the half-life of the drug, the adenosine begins to build up, and that's what can cause the afternoon crash. Although caffeine is consumed throughout the world for its psychoactive effects, it can take many different forms depending on where you're drinking it. In Italy, espresso has served as a fundamental part of Italian culture. In fact, coffee is so intertwined into Italian society that a whole subculture exists on how to properly consume the beverage. For example, when you go to a coffee bar to get cafe or a latte, it is improper to order anything with milk past 10 a.m. because of the country's obsession on digestion. The market deliberately maintains low prices to ensure coffee remains competitive and a commodity available to everyone as a social ritual. However, this has resulted in an ultra-competitive market without any room for craft coffee roasters. So despite the huge cultural significance, the coffee actually isn't that great in Italy. Nonetheless, coffee serves as a great example of a shared communal experience over psychoactive drugs, in this case, caffeine. In contrast to the Italians' approach of keeping caffeine as cheap as possible to appeal as a product to the masses, caffeine first emerged in a very different area of society in England. Tea, or caffeinated leaves from the Camellia sinensis plant, were first consumed by wealthier members of British society. Beginning with wealthy women and socialites, tea began to spread throughout English society until it fully assumed its role as the energizing force of England. But though treasured for its mind-altering effects, tea was far more than a plant or beverage for the English. Tea created its own culture, consisting of social gatherings with other tea drinkers and a strict set of rules around consumption and preparation. We all know about the tea kettle, lemon slices, and bowl of sugar, but the British take their tea so seriously that it's even prohibited to stir your tea in a fully circular motion. Across the globe in South America, caffeinated holly trees serve as the caffeine source for locals. Ilex perugensis, otherwise known as yerba mate, is very popular in countries like Argentina and Brazil. But perhaps the most fascinating caffeinated holly tree of them all is the one we have right here, guayusa, with these beautiful green leaves. And guayusa is a smooth-tasting leaf, lacking many of the tannins and bitterness of other teas. It is revered as a super leaf for its energizing and calming effects, allowing you to seize the day while maintaining a state of mental tranquility. Packed with antioxidants, caffeine, and amino acids, guayusa provides a sustained energy without the crash common with caffeine. Rooted in ancient shamanism, the leaf has been used for thousands of years to support physical, mental, and spiritual health by members of the Quechua tribe. In the Ecuadorian region of the Amazon rainforest, the Quechua people wake up at sunrise to gather as a community and interpret their dreams. Guayusa serves as the lifeblood of the community, providing them energy for the daily tasks, along with community gatherings and the occasional psychedelic experience when prepared with ayahuasca. Guayusa is grown in small garden farms known as chakras using sustainable agroforestry practices that benefit the Amazon rainforest and regenerate its natural ecosystem. Guayusa has only recently been introduced to the Western world, but it provides a powerful clean energy source and a strong antidote to the madness of modern times.